Hello, it's me again. It's Dwayne from the Keys and the Young Gun channel. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Today we're going to install some new tailpipes from Borla. We got the carbon fiber tips. Actually, they're refurbished. Alex had some problems with his, and he basically sent them to me to see if I could fix them. Well, I was able to fix them. During this video, I'll show you what I had to do to fix them. And we're going to do the install, removing the old tailpipes and then installing the new tailpipes. Now, nothing ever remains truly stock when you're dealing with the GNYG. We kind of add our own flair to things. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so you ask yourself, why is it that we're going to change out to the Borla carbon fiber or any other type of exhaust tailpipe from Borla? Well, as you can see, the stock tailpipe and the tip, eventually, I've had the truck probably a little over 18 months now, it eventually starts to fade away, if you want to say, and when you try to clean it, you'll see that it's hard to clean it. It won't really go back to its original black color from various different road surfaces and stuff like that. There'll be brown marks all over it and things like that. The Borla kit comes with a 3-piece tailpipe section, as opposed to just the 2 tailpipes that you would normally have from the stock exhaust. Now, the reason being is that the driver's side exhaust pipe, or the tailpipe, is very, very hard to maneuver and handle to get into place. So Borla figured out if they cut in the right spot and add that 3rd section, it makes installation that much easier. So what comes with the kit is you get this, like I said, 3 tailpipe pieces, the carbon fiber tips already mounted, set of instructions, and additional seals so you can put that 3rd tailpipe section in. And of course, they give you some literature and a couple of free decals and stuff like that. Now, as you see, I don't have a stock bumper anymore. I have the infab bumper. But installation is pretty much going to be the same. The tools that you're going to need really are, I'm going to use my brand new 24-volt electric impact that I got for Father's Day. Some extensions, the appropriate adapter for the impact wrench, a 10 and a 15 millimeter deep well socket, along with a can of WD-40 so you can spray on where the tailpipes connect to one another. That's pretty much all you're going to need for this install. Here's a tip though. Most everyone, if they haven't remounted their spare tire, you'll see that it's pretty tight spacing in there, but I have removed my spare tire. Mine is actually mounted in the bed. So if you look, my spare tire is mounted in the bed, but when it comes down to having enough space to work, I highly encourage you to drop your spare tire and get it out of the way. That way you can have a lot of room to reach the clamps and stuff like that. So moving on, we'll go on to the disassembly of the stock tailpipes. I've already loosened the clamps and sprayed them with WD-40, and then we'll go from there. As I said earlier, nothing ever really stays stock. What I've done is I've masked off the carbon fiber tips, and what I've done is I've basically outlined the inner cooler mounting for the carbon fiber tips and painted them red. The whole thing isn't going to be red. You'll see as once I remove the masking tape how they'll look, and it's going to give that little extra pop to the inside of the exhaust tips, and I used high temp 550 degree Ford red engine enamel, and I believe it's going to look pretty awesome. So we're ready to go to work under the truck. Like I said, I've sprayed the WD-40 where the tailpipes connect to the main exhaust. As you can see, I do have the Borla S-type catback system with the center section. It is all stainless steel, which is a good thing. So now I'm going to go ahead and start disassembling. On each side, you'll have these hanger brackets for the forward part of the tailpipe, and you will also have, let's see if I can get to this here. These rear hanger bracket for the rear part of the tailpipe. So these are 10 millimeters, as well as the front hangers. Those are also 10 millimeter, and the clamps themselves, they are 15 millimeters. As you can see, the driver's side exhaust is one piece, and it is quite long, and so that's why I'm taking the brackets off, because the fight begins to wrestle that thing out, and that's why I recommended that you remove your spare tire. So let the fight begin, and let me get these things removed. Okay, that didn't take too long. I let the WD-40 do its job and work itself into the connecting portions of the tailpipe. Unbolted the clamps. Unbolted the hanger brackets, and let the weight of the pipe come down, and it helped open that fitting where the tailpipes connect, and then just started working them out. Took about 5 minutes. Like I said, the truck's not even jacked up. With the spare tire removed, have a lot of space. We're good to go. So now I'm going to put some WD-40 on those hanger brackets and slide them off and get them ready to put onto the new Borla system. So now that we've got the right-hand tailpipe into the muffler side, we went ahead and installed the third piece of the tailpipe. Leave all the fittings loose, because you're going to have to do some adjustments to make sure that the tips are the right height and maybe the right depth, so they look equal and nice and pretty. Now we'll go ahead and put the last tailpipe member on. I want to show you that what I have done is go ahead and put the rear hanger on, but it's nice and loose. That way it holds the tailpipe out of the way while I'm working under here by installing the right hand side. Here we have it, the completed installation of the tailpipes, torqued to 32 to 35 foot-pounds on the clamps. It's recommended anytime you're working on your exhaust after 500 miles of driving that you go back and recheck the torque. Remember, it's 32 to 35 foot-pounds. One thing about Borla, this is an all stainless steel exhaust. And Borla, when you buy it new, it comes with what they call a 1,000,000-mile warranty for any defects or workmanship. So this completes the install. Once I get out from underneath the truck, I'll show you what the final product looks like from the outside of the truck. Well, here she is, all complete with the Borla exhaust and the new tailpipes. Like I said, we did a special flare, if you will, and hopefully you can see this. We painted the inside red to match the trim rings. Our theme here is going to be red, white, and blue, obviously. But it does enhance the look of the vehicle.